So you're probably wondering, when can I start playing as Obi-Wan Kenobi on this gorgeous new map of Geonosis? That is the question. Well, I have the answer for you. We've got the exact time. This update will be dropping on all platforms. Then we're going to be going over some other news as well from community manager Ben Walk, who gives us further insights into other changes that we could be expecting for Battlefront 2. And then also we'll be talking about the future of Battlefront 2 in 2019 and much more. But yeah, let's get straight into this. Welcome back to the Star Wars HQ. I know you guys are probably so freaking hyped for tomorrow. I know I am. So yeah, just watching this Obi-Wan gameplay here gets me hyped. So, yeah, this was posted out on the Star Wars Battlefront 2 forums. It says deployment thread, Battle of Geonosis. And this was posted, of course, by Forge. And he goes on to say this: deployment timeline at approximately 9 a.m. UTC, we will begin the deployment process. We will be releasing this update in phases per platform, starting with PC, then PS4, before moving on to Xbox One. This means our estimated timeline is as follows. PC will be first at 9 a.m. UTC. PS4 will be next at 10 a.m. UTC, excuse me. And then Xbox One finally at 11 a.m. UTC. Now, if you're wondering what time that is for you, in the description below, find the post, because there is also a converter as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to pop that up, but there is also a converter tool that you can use as for insight into what this translates into your time zone. Please have a look here. So check that out. For us, we're Pacific time, so I think that's going to translate to like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. So we will be up nice and early, getting ready for this big update and checking it out. So freaking exciting. There will be no sleep at all, I assure you. Okay, so also, yeah, let's talk about the file size. So this is what you need to expect for the file size. It says the estimated size is as follows. For PC, it's about 4 gigabytes. PS4 is about the same at 4 gigabytes. But the Xbox One is a gigabyte larger for some reason at 5 gigabytes. So make sure you have enough hard drive space before this update rolls around. It's such a pain when you don't have that hard drive space all ready to go before, the update actually lands. Okay, so let's go on to some other news from Ben Walk. He's been busy out on Twitter answering your questions, and of course also Reddit. And there was this interesting question right here. It says, Ben Walks, please change the stamina UI. It is really big, annoying, and distracting, especially for the heroes. A giant circle in the middle of the screen is really distracting and a disadvantage overall. So please make the stamina above or below the health bar we want to see. And Ben Walk did reply to this and said, we have plans for further changes to the stamina UI. Let me know what you guys actually make of this. Do you think that is too much of a pain in the butt, having it like as a circle in the center of your screen? I think there's several ways they could go, around this. They could have an option where, hey, maybe some people want it in the center of their screen. Just have like an opacity thing where you can actually adjust the opacity of it, make it, more grayed out. Not as, bold, I guess you would say. Or, have it as suggested, put it above the health bar. Me personally, I think I would like the opacity option. I want to be able to just gray it out a little bit more because I like it. I like it in the center. I'm fully aware of, when my stamina is pretty much used up and when I'm pretty much needing to get out of dodge and play the guerrilla warfare style tactics. So, yeah, let me know if it bothers you guys. But let's move on to some more news. Yes, there's more to talk about, so let us begin. Here is Obi-Wan in his robes, man. Yeah, by the way, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer him without the robes here? Boop. Or with the robes? Let me know in the comments below. But we're also going to be going over your top comments, so don't be afraid to post a comment down below. It could end up smack dab right in a future video. You never know. Now, also, this question was asked out on Twitter. It says, from Cryptic Zero, any idea on an updated roadmap soon? ? And Ben Walk responded saying the following: working on it, hoping to see it in December, but we'll see. So they are going to be doing some sort of update to the roadmap. No guarantees that it would drop in December, but seems like that's what they are mostly aiming for. Let me know, what would you like to see added to that roadmap, particularly when we are talking about everything after, Anakin and Dooku. Of course, they're going to be coming up here in 2019, but beyond that, we really don't know what's going to be going on with Battlefront 2, and I think a lot of us really do want to know. Okay, so the next question says this from Protoss, who says, will the bug get fixed where my friends won't end up in the same squad as me? I don't know if you guys are having that much problems with that yourselves, but it seems like it is a problem for some people. And Binwalk says this, we've made some improvements which should make joining with friends better. So that's great to hear, and this will be coming alongside this update for Geonosis. Oh, also, you got to remember that we will be getting that brand new, like, legendary Grievous skin, the Shattered, skin, which looks pretty badass. I cannot wait to see that more in action. We got to see some gameplay of it. We have gameplay of it up on our YouTube channel. Check it out. We have tons of gameplay up, and we're going to be doing a lot more with this, definitely. And we will be getting a smaller update, by the way, if you missed it, in December. I know that it won't be like the biggest updates in December, but we will be getting, the General Kenobi skin, as well as another smaller update. So look out for news about that, any patch notes that are related to that too. Okay, so this was an interesting discussion here. As you guys may know, Red Dead Online just entered beta today for those of you that have I think it's called the Ultimate Edition of the game, and then they're going to be releasing the beta in phases up until the 30th, where everyone gets it. So how will that impact Star Wars Battlefront 2? And this is what Lewis says. He says, when Red Dead Online is out, good luck. So there's the challenge. And Binwalk replied, thought this was a good reply. He says, everyone said the same when God of War launched. Then they said the same when Spider-Man, and then again for Red Dead Redemption 2 launch. We're still here, bigger, better than ever. I love the confidence there, and I totally agree. I feel like Red Dead Redemption 2 is such a totally different game than Star Wars, and it's not, I don't consider it like kind of the same genre or market that they're going after. They're Star Wars fans that really just want Star Wars games, and that's what's being provided with Battlefront 2. And there's been so many issues addressed with I was going to say Red Dead Redemption 2 with Star Wars Battlefront 2 that it's wonderful to see that the community is actually taking notice. Even people outside the community, again, are taking notice. But yeah, when you get into bad situations, I remember the worst situation when it came to games facing off against one another was Battlefield 1 versus Titanfall 2. That was just a bad situation. They both came out at the same time, and that's where you have very similar genre, two markets that are directly pulling away from one another, and Battlefield 1 really impacted, I believe, Titanfall 2 in a negative way. But, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a totally different game than Red Dead Online. Although, I have been playing that game and enjoying it as well. Plenty of gaming to go around. So, let's talk about the future of Battlefront 2 in 2019. So, Binwalk also posted this. It says, just because I've seen it mentioned a few times, no pay to win, no loot boxes, no premium pass. And then, of course, he has the release schedule. But you got to remember, in January, we've got Dooku, February, Anakin, and the new game mode. Totally hyped about that one. And then 2019, more ... So it's good to see that they are thinking ahead and that there will be even more than what we have, seen with this roadmap for Anakin and Dooku. So they do have something, an idea of what they want to do in 2019. Let me know what you guys want to see. I think a lot of us just want to see the Clone Wars stuff continued. Build that community with the Clone Wars, And I think that they, everyone would stay around knowing that the Clone Wars would be supported. I think there's just such a massive audience and huge potential for this game going all in with the Clone Wars stuff. And, this new game mode, I think, could potentially be huge for the game. Put those two together, keep it going through 2019. Don't stop with either. And I think this game could grow to actually be something really, really big, even after its rough launch. Okay, so let's go over, your top comments right now. So, first comment comes from Sebastian, who says, we need more Clone Wars content. He was the most upvoted comment on our recent video, and tons of you guys feel the same way. Clone Wars is here, and we want it to be here to stay in the long term. We don't want it suddenly to be abandoned. I think me and Ryan are going to do a video about this as well, because it's definitely an interesting topic. And I personally think that Battlefront 2 could do its own thing potentially and kind of ignore the movies and other stuff. Alright, next up, we have John Sieber, who says, we need more maps of the Clone Wars like this. Yeah, I want to hear about more maps too. We haven't heard much about more maps after Geonosis, so get to posting what would you like to see. And then also, finally, we have a comment from Gemini, who says, can someone please tell me if we're getting new weapons with the DLC? Please. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're getting any brand new weapons. It would be so cool to see new weapons released in time for Battlefront 2. That's something that I hope they do, but I'm thrilled with Obi-Wan. You know, we're getting skins, all sorts of stuff in this huge, expansive map, and a bunch of new vehicles, which are map appropriate and era appropriate, so totally hyped about that. But yes, new weapons would be cool to see as well. But guys, there it is, the latest happenings around Star Wars Battlefront 2. Thank you guys for the comments and for the love and support lately on the videos. And we hope you enjoyed the big reveal of Geonosis. Ryan worked his butt off on those videos, so special thanks to Ryan for doing that. But guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned here for more Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I will see you soon enough on Geonosis. Take care. And may the Force be with you always.